Good morning, student. This is Latif sir. Before start today's topic, I want to say something. I think you have seen the reduced chemistry syllabus for 2021 final exam. If you have not seen, just uh, just check the council website and download the reduced chemistry syllabus for class 9. Many topics in a chapter uh, are reduced from the final board exam. So check and see the reduced syllabus again and prepare from now according to the reduced syllabus. Okay. So now let's start. Today I'll discuss about reason for chemical activity of an atom. In the previous video, I have I have discussed about the electronic configuration of different element, and you know that in the nature, almost 118 elements are there, and out of 118 elements, only few elements, like noble gases, noble gases or inert gases, which are not chemically active, and maximum of the elements are chemically reactive or chemically active. Today I'll discuss about the reason for the chemical reactivity or activity of an atom. Atoms of all noble gases except helium have 8 electrons in their outermost shell. Outermost shell means valence shell. And this arrangement is known as octet. Just see the electronic configuration of inert gases or noble gases. Helium atomic number is 2, so electronic configuration is 2 electron in K cell only. Neon atomic number 10, electronic configuration is 2 electron in K cell, 8 electron in L cell. Argon atomic number 18, electronic configuration is 2 electron in K cell, 8 electron in L cell, and 8 electron in M cell. Krypton atomic number is 36, 2 electron in K cell, 8 electron in L cell, 18 electron in M cell, and 8 electrons in N cell. Xenon atomic number 54, so electronic configuration is 2 electron in K cell, 8 electron in L cell, 18 electron in M cell, 18 electron in N cell, 8 electron in O cell. And radon atomic number 86, electronic configuration is 2 electron in K cell, 8 electron in L cell, 18 electron in M cell, 32 electrons in N cell, 18 electron in O cell, and 8 electron in P cell. So from this electronic configuration of noble gas, it is clear that except helium, which has 2 electrons in its valence shell, all the other noble gases has 8 electron in their outermost or valence shell. So as noble gases except helium, all the noble gases has 8 electrons in their valence shell. They are not reactive, that is they are inert. They do not combine with other atoms to form molecules since their outermost shell are already filled with 8 electrons. So combining capacity of noble gases or inert gases is 0. That is valency is 0 for noble gases. Helium has 2 electron in its valence shell, which is known as duplet, and as helium has 2 electron in K cell, and you know that according to 2n square rules, K cell can contain maximum 2 electrons. So it is stable element. Helium is also a stable element. Thus, the chemical activity of an atom depends upon the number of electrons in the valence shell of its atom. Generally, chemically active elements have an incomplete octet. That is, incomplete octet means less than 8 electrons or less than 2 electrons in case of hydrogen in their valence shell. Okay. In maximum cases, chemically active atoms have have incomplete octet, that is less than 8 electrons. And in few cases, like in case of hydrogen, which has 1 electron in its valence shell, that is less than 2 electron. The valence electron of atoms contribute to the formation of molecules. So the reason for chemical activity of an atom is incomplete octet. Incomplete octet of an atom is the uh, cause of chemical activity of an atom. Now, why do atoms combine? I have told that maximum elements or maximum atoms are chemically reactive. Generally, noble gases are non-reactive, and maximum elements are reactive in nature because they do not have they do not have a complete octet, that is 8 electrons in their valence shell or outermost shell. Scientists Kosel and Lewis in 1916 independently put forward the octet theory of valency or the electronic theory of valency. According to them, according to Kosel and Lewis, the rare gases, that is noble gases, have a stable electronic configuration, and the stable electronic configuration is 8 electrons in the outermost shell or valence shell. The atoms of all elements other than the inert gases or noble gases combine because they have incomplete valence shell, that is less than 8 electrons or less than 2 electron in case of hydrogen, and tend to attain a stable electronic configuration. That is, those elements do not have a complete valence shell, they tend to attain a stable electronic configuration by chemical combination with other atom. Okay. Elements tend to combine with one another to attain the stable electronic configuration of the nearest inert gas, that is 8 electrons in its valence shell, and this is known as octet rule. So what is octet rule? Elements tend to combine with one another to attain the stable electronic configuration of the nearest noble gas, that is 8 electrons in its valence shell. You know that except helium, all the other noble gases has 8 electron in its valence shell. So maximum elements tend to attain 8 electrons in its valence shell to become a stable. That's why they combine with one another to attain the stable electronic configuration of the nearest noble gas. And this is known as octet rule. However, in the case of helium, valence shell has 2 electrons, and this is known as duplet rule. Okay. So octet rule means 8 electrons in the valence shell, and duplet rule means 2 electrons in the valence shell in case of helium. This is achieved by gaining, that is the stable electronic configuration, that is 8 electrons in valence shell and in few cases 2 electron in valence shell, is achieved either by gaining electrons or by losing electrons or sharing of electrons with other atoms of same element or another element. So stable electronic configuration is achieved either by gaining electrons or losing electrons or sharing electrons with other atoms of same element or other elements. So when elements chemically combine to attain stable electronic configuration, they share their electron or they lose electron or gain electrons. Okay. The now valency. What is valency? Valency is the number of electrons gained or lost or shared to attain the octet in the outermost shell gives the combining capacity of the element, that is its valency. So valency is the number of electrons gained, lost or shared with to attain the octet in the outermost shell. As a result of this redistribution of electrons, that is gaining of electrons, losing of electrons or sharing of electrons, as a result of this redistribution of electrons, a force of attraction develops between atoms which bind them together to form molecule, and this force is known as chemical bond. So when elements, chemically reactive elements, combine with one another, they share electron or transfer electron or gain electrons, and therefore they and therefore they develops a force of attraction between them, and this force of attraction is known as chemical bond. So a chemical bond may be defined as the force of attraction between two atoms that binds them together as a unit, which is called molecule. A chemical bond may be defined as the force of attraction between the two atoms that binds them together as a unit called molecules. So, chemical combination of atoms involves redistribution of electrons so as to leave each atom with a stable electronic configuration. So, why elements combine? Because uh, they combine because they tend to attain a stable electronic configuration of noble gas, that is 8 electrons in valence shell, that is they want to attain octet in the valence shell, they want to complete octet in the valence shell. Now isotope, what uh, what are isotopes, or what is isotopes? Isotopes may be defined as atoms of the same elements having same atomic number but different mass number. Elements of element isotope may be defined as atoms of same elements having same atomic number but different mass number. In your syllabus, only definition of isotopes and isotopes of hydrogen, carbon and chlorine included, and use of isotope, physical property of isotope excluded from your syllabus in are not given in the reduced syllabus. Okay, and I am following the reduced syllabus. So according to the reduced syllabus, I will discuss about the isotopes and types of or example of isotopes only, and I will not discuss about the use of isotopes. But one physical property I will explain because it is important point. Otherwise the physical property of isotopes not given in the syllabus, in the reduced syllabus. Okay, just you have to read the definition of isotope and example of isotopes, isotopes of hydrogen, isotope of carbon, isotope of chlorine. So isotopes may be defined as atoms of same elements having same atomic number but different mass number. For example, hydrogen has 3 isotopes and the symbol of isotopes of hydrogen are 1H1, 1H2, 1H3. Carbon has 3 isotopes and the 3 isotopes of carbon are 6C12, 6C13, 6C14, and 2 isotopes of chlorine are 17Cl35, 17Cl37. Okay, so these are example of isotopes, and you have to remember the 3 isotopes of hydrogen, 3 isotopes of carbon, 3 isotopes of 2 isotopes of chlorine with their symbol. Okay, now first, structure of isotopes. So isotope of hydrogen, I have told that hydrogen has 3 isotopes. One is 1H1, which is known as protium. Another is 1H2, which is known as deuterium, and another third isotope of hydrogen is tritium. You can see the structure of 3 isotopes of hydrogen. Protium 1H1, which contain 1 proton and in the nucleus and 1 electron in the outermost in the valence shell, or in the 1 electron revolving in the shell. You have to remember that protium is the one atom or one isotope which has no neutron. All the other element except protium has a significant number of neutron particles. Only protium which has no neutron, you have to remember. So protium has 1 proton and 1 electron. Deuterium has 1 proton, 1 neutron in the nucleus and 1 electron in the shell, in the orbit. And tritium has 1 proton and 2 neutron in the nucleus and 1 electron in the shell, 1 electron revolving in the orbit. So number of electrons in protium, deuterium and tritium in all cases is 1. Number of protons in protium, deuterium and tritium is 1. In all cases is 1. And atomic number of protium is 1. Atomic number of deuterium also 1. Atomic number of tritium is also 1. And number of neutron in case of protium is 0. Number of neutron in case of deuterium is 1. Number of neutron in case of tritium is 2. And mass number of protium is 1. Mass number of deuterium is 2. Mass number of tritium is 3. Now isotope of carbon. Carbon has 3 isotopes: carbon 12, carbon 13, carbon 14. That is 6C12, 6C13, 6C14. 6C12 which contain the isotope 6C12 contains 6 proton in the nucleus and 6 neutron in the nucleus and 6 electron revolving around the nucleus in different cell. That is 2 electron in K cell, 4 electron in L cell. 6C13 isotope 6C13 which contain 6 proton in the nucleus, 7 neutron in the nucleus and 6 electron revolving around the nucleus in 2 different cell. That is in K cell 2 electrons, in L cell 4 electrons. And in case of isotope 6C14 which contain 6 proton in the nucleus and 8 neutron in the nucleus and 6 electrons revolving around the nucleus in 2 different cell. That is in K cell 2 electron, in L cell 4 electrons. Okay, now isotope of chlorine. Chlorine has 2 isotopes. Chlorine has 2 isotopes, 17Cl35, 17Cl37. 17Cl35, which contains 17 proton in the nucleus, and 18 Newton in the nucleus, and 17 electrons are revolving around the nucleus in 3 different cells, that is in K cell 2 electrons, in L cell 8 electrons, and in M cell 7 electrons. And in case of 17Cl37, which contains 17 proton in the nucleus, 20 Newton in the nucleus, and 70 electron revolving around the nucleus in 3 different cells, that is in K cell 2 electron, in L cell 8 electron, in M cell 5 electron, yes, in M cell 7 electron. Okay, total 17 electron. And one more point, I have already discussed in previous video how to calculate the number of newtons. You can calculate the number of newtons is equal to mass number divided mass number minus atomic number. Now properties of isotope, it is not excluded from your reduced syllabus, but these properties are very important point. That's why I am discussing about the property of isotope. Okay, one property you have to read, and this is important property, that's why I am telling this one, but this is excluded from your syllabus. Okay, so what is the one property you have to read? The properties isotope have similar chemical properties. Why isotope have similar chemical properties? I have told that isotopes are atoms of same element having same atomic number. As the atomic number is same, that is number of proton is same, and number of electron is also same, that is electronic configuration is also same in case of isotope, in case of all isotope of an atom, of an element. So chemical properties is also same for also similar for all isotope of an element. Because uh, chemical properties are determined by the electronic configuration of an atom. Thus isotope of an element is are chemically alike. But isotopes differ in few physical properties such as density, boiling point, etc. But the chemical properties of isotopes are similar. Okay, thank you.